It's the Albanese and Joe podcast. Now, here's Nick Albanese and Joe Petrucci.
How you doing?
How you doing? Joey from Friends?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I always do that meme when somebody
How you doing?
says something, or like, you know, these girls, they post all these beautiful pictures on social media.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And I put the meme of Joey going, how you doing?
And also...
And they laugh.
Even though it's known for that mostly, I mean, that was just an expression that the...
Oh, yeah.
says.
Yeah.
So
People
even though...
it's that for years.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't have to be relevant to that, though. It'll always apply.
That when I hear that, it just reminds me of
No, because that's what it's
from
most...
Friends.
Yeah, because that's what it's mostly known for. That's what you think from Joey. Yeah.
But here we are. I can't believe we've done this many episodes already.
Wow. We've done like almost this many.
Were you surprised we're still here?
No, we have nothing else going on.
No, not really. I just want to move this up. I don't want to make it.
And I come here for the
noises.
chicken cutlets.
Yes, my mother's chicken cutlets.
Man, she pounds those things so thin.
My mom's probably, she'll be watching this.
She's like, Nick, I give those cutlets to you and Fatty eats them all. No more.
What is she, a soup Nazi? No more chicken cutlets for you.
No, your mother was very sharing. I'm sure she wouldn't care.
No,
but
no.
Only a couple, because I know you save them for the week. But
Yeah, I cut them up and I put them on the
you
salad.
know how people have like a cookie jar?
Yeah.
You have like a chicken cutlet jar. And you just open that up.
Container in the fridge, you open it up.
You do though, but the thing that she does is because my parents, you know, they Italian, so they always said. My father used to tell me, you know, like Mufasa, he'd pair and have like words of wisdom.
Yeah.
My father's words of wisdom was like, you want to make a chicken cutlet nice and thin. That's the way it tastes at best. Yeah. But that's the truth though.
She did a good job.
She pounds it nice and thin. I don't know. She inspired me to get one of those, whatever it is. Because I have one of those little meat tenderizers, but that's not the same thing.
Yeah, I think she uses a rock. I don't know.
The same rock that she busts you over the head with when you live. But it's nice and thin. This is a cooking show, by the way, right?
Yeah, we can talk about anything.
Just cooking. And nice and thin, that's how you want it. Nice and thin. In a sandwich, if you want to have it in a sandwich, or Italian bread and just toast that, it works great.
Yeah.
Anything. Versatile for anything.
Yeah, it's funny how I get those chicken cutlets and like the next day you show up automatically.
Yeah.
Like you know what day I get them.
You know, I
think he gets them on, his mother gives them to him on Tuesdays.
Actually, like, you know,
and
like
on Thursdays she gives him the meatballs.
You know those movies like Stakeout? Where
Yeah.
I'm actually in the car like sleeping and I have all like food and stuff.
Waiting for me?
More food while I'm waiting for you. And then I have binoculars on and I just, Nick's back.
Ooh, he's got the chicken cutlets.
No, but they're good.
Yeah. Oh man, what do you? We were talking off air. I guess they can call it off air, right? We're not on air.
Sure, whatever.
We're on the internet.
Basically, nothing we say is correct anyway, so it's off air.
Yeah, we don't have no fact checkers here.
No,
who cares? We don't need no stinking fact checkers. But
goes to a movie, right?
What?
That went to a movie.
We don't need no stinking badges. What movie was that?
With you know, now it's gonna get quiet. With
There wasn't the Three Amigos.
No. Well, they made a joke about it on you. It keeps in my mind. It's going back to the UHF, that you know parody one.
Oh, UHF with Weird Al.
Yeah, they did like a parody on that movie.
Yeah.
But you know what's sad? After we play back the podcast, we'll go, "Oh my god, I can't believe the name slipped me." Yeah, it's an old movie.
That makes it fun.
Sierra Madre or something like that.
People are probably listening right now and they're googling.
It's Sierra Madre with
Google it.
Where we stole the gold. They were gold mining.
Yeah.
Anyway, they
we don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah. You know what?
I don't think I just know that saying. I don't think I ever saw the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was saying off air. We were talking about before we went off on that stinking badges thing. We probably want to get some guests come on. Not like every episode, but maybe like once in a while we'll have a guest.
Right. And now one of the guests can be the name that I couldn't think of. We can have Humphrey Bogart.
There you go.
That's where the line came from in that movie.
Oh, that's that old of a movie then.
Yeah, it's black and white.
Oh wow. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so who, like some guests we'll have come on.
Thanks, Nick. You went like this to signal to me to make sure.
Yeah, a little signal.
To make sure you
those watching on YouTube, they see me pointing. You know.
I get so into scolding me.
Those listening on Spotify and Apple, I'm pointing
Because,
this way.
I'm used to-
Just tell Joe, turn your head and
I'm used
talk
to
into the
just-
microphone.
I'm used to talking to you, so we'll work on positioning.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could have
You
like,
don't have to. You can just move your eyeballs. You can look at me like this.
okay. And then, you know what I was thinking I could do? Maybe a mirror. And I can look at you through the mirror. I'd be like,
Oh, hey, let's get a tall mirror against that wall over there.
well, I mean, it could easily be solved. We would have just 2 different tables, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah, eventually, if we ever go to another,
We don't have that kind of budget to get 2 tables.
Imagine one day we go to a studio, we can have like a table, like a bigger table, we can sit across from each other.
I can imagine that. Let's imagine that for a minute. Like airplane remote. Was that a thought bubble, or it sounded like some kind of weird bird? Or
I don't know. It was a weird bird, but yeah,
fruity
like
bird.
guests we can have come on, like man, like
Oh, we can have definitely have a lot of local comedians and
we'll have Harrison Ford maybe will come on.
Harrison Ford will come on for
Evans
a
against-
formal apology for the
He'll
latest.
apologize.
They listen
me.
to the earlier podcast, so they
Yes.
know what we're talking about.
If they listen to the very first podcast. Yes.
So they go, this is a good incentive for people to go back to episodes and go,
Yeah, we should start referring to other episodes, but you know what? I can't remember a lot of the episodes we filmed.
no,
already.
actually, we did a couple ahead of time. Well, so then when they come out, I go, what did we even talk about?
Yeah, I don't, dude. The last 4 or 5, I don't remember what we talked
And
about.
it goes to show you how much thought is involved
Yeah, because we
don't even remember.
people ask us, what do you guys talk about? We just wing it, man. We just talk about what we want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
yeah.
And we have no set list of stories to tell. Whatever pops into our mind.
Right. I think we've kind of pretty much
It makes it
relayed that
entertaining,
to
I
the-
think.
yeah, they're going to know that there's no thought involved.
No, there's no thought at all here in this
Except for-
in this building.
Except for you, you do have a list. So there is a little bit of thought.
Yeah, just a couple.
There's a little spark of something.
Yeah, it's like a little bullet point, like something we thought of. Hey, we should mention this.
Bullet point. All right.
And call it bullet point. I
Is
think.
that like an Italian thing?
No.
When you say like Cliff Notes normally?
Cliff notes? No.
I don't know.
No,
Is
it's
that-
like a bullet point. It's just like a line
oh,
it sparks your memory of the story.
spark.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So,
So let's get right
what
to
other,
that.
What other guests besides Harrison Ford would you like
Oh,
on here?
guest. You mean if this is like imaginary, like a dream team?
Yeah. Like who would you really want to interview?
Do they have to be dead or can they be alive?
No,
I
they
mean,
could be alive.
dead or alive? Can it be just like anyone?
Yeah, I mean, anyone, I guess. You want to have just a regular guy, the janitor that works at the building you work at, or
I'd like to have no. Some people would be fun, but sometimes it's fun to get just people on the street, like just this creative, crazy people that are just wandering
yeah.
around.
See, that's where we are very different. I wouldn't want anybody off the street on here, in this place. No,
Well, that's because they would have to be here.
no.
But if we can be on the, maybe we can just travel along the street
Yeah.
with these big boom mics. Not the boom mics, but the arm mics.
Walk on the street with them.
Who would you like to
Well,
have?
we do have this is pretty simple portable equipment. We have the other mic stands with a small.
Yeah, just have a couple of straps.
We're definitely gonna hit some locations.
You know, like the
we gotta
carpenter.
definitely branch out. I think.
Yeah, that's cool. Like the carpenters have like the utility belt.
Yeah.
We can have like that'll
A
be,
utility belt with all the equipment.
Yeah.
With the little meter here and
right. Oh,
the monitor, whatever that's called, and
we don't know what this stuff's called.
Yeah,
That square thing over there.
this thing. It's a laptop, I think.
I think.
Yeah.
But no, there's a lot of as far as comedians go, without going like big celebrities. But I was gonna say some of them are pretty. Even though they're local, they've been out to like New York and Boston.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that.
definitely have some locals.
They still have some connection with even bigger celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
like actual, right?
Yeah, of course. But I'm just thinking like a fantasy dream team.
Because like I say, there's a lot of
like
local.
somebody-
There's a ton of local comedians.
Like I don't know who's coming to mind right now. Like for me, like Martin Scorsese. Like imagine we would never have him, but imagine if you had a podcast. Imagine if you had a podcast,
Right.
A real podcast.
We could talk about his
on
eyebrows.
YouTube and Spotify and Apple. Oh, we are on those. Check us out. But he'd be right here in the studio with us, and we get to
Right.
ask him questions. That'd
And
be pretty wild.
I think the first question he would probably ask us is like, "Why am I here?"
But no, he'd be say, "Who are you guys?"
Yeah. Actually, then the second question would be, "Why?"
It'd
am
be
I
like,
here?"
Marty, it's Albanese, Petrucci, Italiano, Siciliano. And then he would calm down. And, all right, at least these guys are, my people.
Now, would we have
These
to?
are my people.
Would he come willingly, or would he have to like?
Yeah, we can do like his movie, King of Comedy.
Oh, I remember.
Do you remember
that.
King of Comedy?
That was back in the day, yeah.
When De Niro,
And he was like,
he kidnapped Jerry Lewis.
yeah, that's because. Is it because I mentioned kidnapped and then you?
Yes, and I thought of that. We'll kidnap Scorsese.
Yeah, no,
That's a plot line right there. Holy Joe, let's write this down.
Write
Joe.
that down.
That two podcasters. Two podcasters.
Now is it TWO or 222? No, TOO.
I just put a 2.
Okay,
I just put a
good.
2,
Yeah.
like the number.
Yeah.
Two podcasters kidnap Martin Scorsese
Now, how do you spell
just to
Scorsese?
get him on his show.
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
You score a sissy?
I know it's ESC at the end, like me, Albanese. That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So,
You did the
and they get him into the studio. He's tied up, and they force him
to have sex.
to have an.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
I was working on a different movie.
Talk like that. He's never gonna come here, Joe. And they force him to do an interview, and they say, "You do a full 1 hour interview with us, Mr. Scorsese,
And you better do it good.
We'll let you go."
Right.
It could be like a short film. Maybe he'll come and do it.
It's
Like volunteer his services.
I don't see why this couldn't happen. I mean, he's going to be totally with this.
Yeah.
On board. He's going to be on board.
And then another guy I would like is
Stallone.
he'd be in Stallone.
Yeah, Stallone.
You like Stallone? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much I can talk to Stallone with about.
Yeah, what do we talk to him about?
I guess
You can talk to-
his movies.
Now that you're doing eating right, you can talk to him about nutrition.
I mean, yeah, we're doing talk
And then
about
he'll
health.
look at you and be like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. That was my Stallone impression.
Or it's another name I thought of. People gonna be like, "You guys are just like so prejudiced against everybody else. You keep mentioning Italians, but these are the people we watch." Like,
I like Cyndi Lauper.
She's Italian too.
Oh, shit. Is she really?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, my God. That's just weird.
Sebastian Maniscalco. He'd be fun to have.
I really like...
He'd be fun to have.
I'm going to go against it because I know people... But I really find Pete Correale really, really funny.
Oh, the guy he does his podcast with.
Yeah, when I listen to him, I actually laugh more at Pete.
Really?
Personally, because he's more relatable.
If
to
you
me.
listen to Sebastian, I like you a lot more. Okay.
They're both fun.
I relate to him because he's from Sicily. Well, his father's from Sicily. Like my father's from Sicily. My father's from Bulgaria. His father's from a town about an hour from there or less called Sheffield, which is a beautiful town.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
My father's-
Is it full of chefs? Is that what they call it, Chef
It's a beautiful place. And my father settles in New England and Rhode Island. I don't know why. I know why. And his father settled in Chicago. My dad was a baker. His dad was a barber. And we both grew up in these immigrant families. So I relate to him.
Yeah.
know?
No, I definitely relate. That's the whole thing, the Italian thing. And when I saw his first special that was on there, I never seen anything like it. I thought it was
hilarious.
I think it was unbelievably hilarious. So I'm not saying I don't think it's funny, but then after the Italian thing wears off though a little bit. I mean, it's always funny, the Italian thing, but Pete, I thought I just enjoyed the fact that it wasn't concentrated on. He just talks about just everyday things.
Watch out for that glass.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, it's like you have to be
Move
careful.
that
about the
over. Move that,
microphone.
you're making me nervous now, Joe. I don't want you spilling water.
Oh,
all
you're
over.
worried about? I thought you were worried about. Did you hear it? Made a little.
Oh no,
It made a little-
I don't know why you're knocking
When
the
I
glass
hit it, it made a
over.
little ting.
Yeah,
That's why I thought
it's
you.
fine.
I thought you heard that. Ting.
No, I didn't know why you're knocking it over.
No, I'm not going to knock it over. It's more of a noise thing. You know what? Since I hit this, I think I'm going to just take a sip.
Yeah, take a sip.
All right, go ahead.
Who else we got?
I'm going to take a breather while you
Well,
go.
no,
while
all
you
right,
talk.
all right, I'll take some non-Italian guests. Okay, all right. Some people I would love to have on. Denzel Washington. All right,
Okay.
brilliant actor. I love all his work. He'd be a great guest to come on. The guy's so freaking intelligent. I see him in interviews. He's inspiring. So he'd be somebody I would love to have.
He
on.
inspires me to be intelligent.
Yeah. You need more inspiration.
No, but I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Denzel
Oh yeah,
Washington.
he's not one bad word about the guy. He's such a great actor. Who else? Funny? I'm thinking of all the people.
Think of somebody that's so far from Italian.
What's his? Bobby Lee. How about Bobby Lee?
Oh, Bobby Lee Solaris.
He's a lot. He is a lot. I see a lot of clips. I can't catch a lot of the podcasts, but I see a lot of clips. And
Oh my God, they're always funny. Those clips.
I always piss my pants watching him, man.
No,
he's
he's
so
funny.
funny.
Bobby Lee's great.
And I don't think he realizes he's funny.
No.
He's acting. He's a really good actor if he knows he's that funny and he's pretending he's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't seem like he doesn't know he's that funny, and he says things. I don't know if it's all an act or what. If that's really him.
But either way, it's funny.
Yeah.
I stress that it's funny? We stress that it's funny.
It's funny.
Right?
Yeah.
It's funny.
So, yeah, so eventually my whole point is we're going to get guests, but not that big.
None of those guests.
None of those guests.
Now that we're done talking for 10 minutes about those guests, we're going to tell you that they're never going to be on here.
Never. And if they do end up on here, it'll be a total shock to us and everyone listening right now. So, but we don't care. We don't care what you think. All right. We can dream. We can dream.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe 5 years?
Hey, you know what?
5 years from now?
I don't know about you. The older I get, the less I care what people think. We do what we do. That's why we started the show. We want to talk about what we want to talk about.
We do what we do.
We do what we do. You know, and I make my own independent films. I do my stand up.
Right.
I as I get older, I'm not like that guy that wants to chase that Hollywood dream and be part of that system. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
I want to do my own thing.
When we were younger, we were filled with piss and vinegar.
Oh yeah,
and now we
big
just
Hollywood dreams.
Now we just use it as an enema.
No, Hollywood's not Hollywood what it used to be when we were kids.
Yeah.
No, it's like all this technology. Look at it. We can be anywhere doing a podcast. We could be anywhere filming a movie.
Right.
Anywhere.
I could be on the toilet.
Yeah, you can be on the toilet talking right now. But
should we tell them that we actually are on the toilet?
Yeah, but they're watching on YouTube. They know we're lying. But you know, so it's just sometimes you get older. You just don't have time for nonsense. I don't have time for certain people.
No sense, nonsense.
That's not that we talked about once. So I call it the people that do you wrong. You know, people that do you wrong, or they just
the shit list.
Rub you. You call it the shit list.
Yeah.
I call it you're dead to me list.
You're dead. Do you say it like you're dead to me?
Yeah. Somebody's talking with somebody. I'm like, that guy? No, he's dead to me.
Oh.
Like I have the dead to me list. Once you're on that, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore.
Well, that's what happens. You get at that age and you don't feel like dealing with it anymore.
50 years old. Like, well, I got, you know, what am I going to deal with these mama looks?
You get tired of it. I was going to say, some people have a bucket list. Mine's empty, but I do have a shit list.
The shit list?
But no, that's what happens.
And like, not naming names, like what are certain things people have done to you to put them on the shit list?
That's why it gets scary, because as you get older, it took a lot to get on the shit list. You know what I mean? It took a lot of things. It took a lot to get on the shit list when you were older. But now it's like, what? You know, it's almost like, like Seinfeld, where he was breaking up with women if they, like, what, she eats her peas with a fork?
Oh, yeah.
It gets to that point almost where you're like, yeah, do you want some, whatever. They could say something wrong to you. Oh, yeah, say someone says to you, oh, you put ketchup on that? You're like, don't worry about what I eat. And you're like, yeah, I don't want to talk to them anymore. I'm not going to eat in front of them. They're worried about what I'm eating. Like, do you find yourself the simplest thing?
Like the simplest thing rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah. Somebody could say something simple to you and you're like, what do they mean by that? But I know, but the thing is I realize that it's in your mind. It's not like I'm blind to it. Right?
Yeah. I can think of a situation now, but we can't mention what they said.
Yeah.
Because they'll know that we're talking about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But I don't know if ketchup is the best example of the thing, but that's the only thing that popped in my head. Maybe because I'm thinking about ketchup.
Yeah, to me, it's just like somebody just like did me wrong. Like if they were working on a project with me or something and they just, like
anything
backed out last minute. And when we had everything planned to go, you know what I mean? Something like that. Extreme. Like that. Like those little things don't bother me. Somebody says something stupid, little like that. I don't care. But they do something big where it's going to screw something I'm trying to do or a project. I'm done. I'll never work with them again. I'll hire them again. They're on the dead to me list.
Yeah, that one has to be. So maybe yours is a little bit more severe. Yeah. My shit list is more of an annoyance.
Yeah,
like I get annoyed when someone says something like, they keep doing that. So, it's not. But it has to be to be the. I guess I would have a dead to me list, but that's hard to get on the list usually.
Yeah.
But also, you're doing creative stuff that you're relying on it.
Yeah.
I'm just like. Watching Netflix, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and some people just, I don't know, they rub you the wrong way. You don't want to be around them anymore.
Yeah, like why your legs keep rubbing into my legs?
I don't know.
I'm just joking, it's not.
I thought it was. So, I don't know. And I have about, I don't know.
So you think
I have at least a dozen people on that list now.
Now
and it grows as I get older.
You know how people say on Facebook? I always refer to Facebook. That's my reality.
Yeah.
If they'll say on it,
That's your world.
they'll say on it, I'm sending this list out and I'm starting to revamp my friends list.
Oh,
They
moron.
go, and those, you ever see that?
If you see this post,
Yeah.
you made the last cut.
And then-
You weren't deleted from my friend list.
And then everybody's like, I hope I'm not on that list. And they're like,
I know.
But I was going to say, do you think that'll happen with you mentioning about the dead to me list? Like people will go, hey, Nick, do you think you're going to get any like messages or something? People go, hey, Nick, I'm not on that list. Think you'll be anybody curious? Or nobody really
I haven't
gives
heard from you in 3 years, Nick. Am I on the dead to me list? I said, what's your name again? Let me see. Let me get my list. Yeah.
And it's an actual list.
Oh, yay, Joey. Yeah, you're on the list. Yeah. But
I could very easily be
you
on the
could
list.
easily get off that list if you donate to buy a coffee for Joe on a Linktree, because we're trying to buy our own equipment, you know. But yeah.
But what I was going to say is, don't you think it gets bigger as you get, the list gets fuller as you get older?
Yeah, it does.
You can deal with less stuff.
Yeah, deal with less of the bullshit of people.
Right. But
you go back to that when if you like people put that on Facebook, like if you see this, you're not cut from my list, like because there's people that annoy you on, so everybody has people that annoy you on social media.
right. Sometimes you follow people just to be annoyed.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you get adrenaline.
Especially
from
the
it.
political, all the political stuff, and depends on what side you're on.
But we're not political, right,
And
Nick?
they say all that, like they saying stuff about your guy, and you get. You know what I do though? What I see, know what I do? Is it my mic sinking? I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm shrinking down like this. I don't know if I can.
Either that or you're talking out your ass, so it's going down.
How about that? There we go. So, what was my point, Joe? You're making me forget. So, what I do is this: when they annoy me on social media, I hit the 30-day snooze.
Whoa.
The 30-day snooze.
That's good. The 30-day snooze. Because that's just like,
In the last couple of years, I hit a lot of 30-day snoozes.
and I like the 30-day snooze because, and the way you're saying it also, because it's like, yeah, just go over there, take a rest, take a five.
You know what? Go over there for 30 days. Regroup yourself. All right? Think about the stupid shit you're saying online. And the rest of us have to suffer and listen to your rant. Maybe in 30 days, you'll become a normal human being. And 30 days later, that person pops up on your feed again.
And you're like,
And they're still psychos.
They're
And then
still
you do,
going on.
and then I do usually like I'll do another 30-day list. After that, they come back, dude. If it's a third time and they're still posting stupid shit, I hit unfollow.
whoa. You just go for it. You said, screw
Yeah,
this.
I wish there was a dead to me button on Facebook.
Now that happens to that happens. Do you ever meet someone in public and you go, I think they're on my friends. Oh, they were on my friends list. I haven't heard from them in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you go to look and it says, would you like to friend this?
Add friend. Add friend. I've seen that before.
And you're like, what did I? But sometimes some people do hit it unintentionally. I've unfriended people unintentionally.
Oh, really?
Because you
Oh,
can't
boy.
really see. Do you ever fool around on your phone? Sometimes you're half asleep or you're looking at your phone. You can't really see it too good, and you're like clicking on it. You don't know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah, I believe that with you, Joe. You couldn't even plug in that wire earlier.
No,
You
I
couldn't see the hole. You're like, well, I don't know.
You never saw that? That's what you do when you plug in the USB. They say,
No,
instru-
remember you trying to get
they
the other one in?
That's the
and,
same.
and we looked at it. It was bent.
that looked like, I think it got stuck in the door.
Yeah, it
Because
was
I had
all-
it in my car.
It was all like not the
I
shape it
couldn't
should have
get it
been.
in, and you picked up and looked at it, and it was all warped, and it wasn't even like rectangular anymore. It's like at a point. No, but the other thing, they have like a meme about joking. They say how to put in USB. They go insert,
Yeah.
take out, flip around. They go insert, take out, flip around, back around, because you always do that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They should have like on it top or bottom, but I think different things. There is no actual top. It
No,
depends how
there's a
it falls.
mark on the top.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, but
usually.
I'm saying, but yeah.
But back to the. We got a couple of minutes left.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about cables?
No, a couple of minutes left.
Because we'll talk about cables.
Let's go back to the dead to me thing. And no, you were talking about the people you see in public,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, and you look and they unfriend you, or you see people that you might have blocked or something or unfollowed, and you see them and they're like, hey, how's it going? And they still see your stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, what you been up to? And then, yeah, don't you see me on Facebook? I've been doing all these projects.
But I think it's like TV. Like they say, if you don't like it, just change the channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, the simple thing to do is really, instead of getting all mad, just don't follow them, and then that way,
That's
you
what you do.
Because sometimes you can be friends with that person, but you just like even in every day, if you're talking to somebody, sometimes somebody just says something and it rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah.
But especially online because you're not hearing them. So sometimes I do a lot of sarcasm.
Yeah.
So, sometimes it comes across like it actually sounds like a mean statement when it's just a joke.
Yeah.
But so sometimes the best thing to do is just don't follow them, and then when you talk to them, you talk to them.
I remember a few times I've seen somebody in public where I know they unfriended me.
Yeah.
And I go up to them, I go straight to them on purpose.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I just go, hey, how you doing? How's it going? Like I'm very over friendly,
Yeah.
and see how they make them feel weird. You know.
I've done that. Have you ever gone to like I was going to say, of course, you've gone to. I was going to say, if you go to a store and there's a cashier.
Yeah.
Some people, the cashiers won't even look up, and you actually say to them, you go in line, you checking out, and you go, "Hi, how you doing?" And they're just like, they're not looking up. Then intentionally, I'm extra nice. I'll go, "Hey, you have a nice day," or something like that. And then they give me the stuff, and I don't say anything. I go, "Thank you," and I look right at them. I go, but they're not looking at me. I go, "Thank you, have a nice day."
Yeah.
And they shrug their shoulders like.
I'm always extra nice to people, especially in the supermarket, the register, and the baggers.
Yeah.
Because
but I do that anyway.
Because I could never do those jobs. I could never work with that mass of a public.
Oh, really? You don't like?
I don't like people that much. And people are just miserable at the supermarket. I have to like do a prayer in my car before I go into the supermarket. I do. And so when I see them, I'm like, hey, how you doing? How's it going today? I'm extra nice to the cashier. And the bagger, like usually it's a young kid or sometimes an old or retired guy.
Yeah.
I say retired guy, I said, not the other word. And I'm like, hey, thank you so much. I say, thank you so much for bagging that for me.
No,
I think they appreciate it. Like, oh, thank you. Like, you got to recognize, because some people don't care. Some people don't even care. They look at them like they're a piece of machinery.
I don't know if that's an Italian thing or just, I know they could say it's just a respectful thing. But
respect.
I always talk to, you always talk to someone like that.
Yeah.
Address them, be very personable when you talk to
they're doing
someone.
you a service. They're helping you bagging your stuff for you.
Give
them a thank you.
I used to bag, which is probably hard to believe. You're like, really, Joe?
Yeah,
but,
I can bet you bagging.
Yeah. So mostly over my head, I put that. No, but they would say, I remember people would actually be mean. They're like, oh, no, I want paper and plastic. No, what are you doing? Why are you putting out with that? They were actually really mean. But I never.
Don't put the eggs on the bottom.
Stop licking.
Eggs are like gold right now. They're expensive.
Why did you open up my ice cream and stop licking it? Don't do that. Like, oh, jeez. No. But you that's just the way people are.
Yeah.
But you can't take it personal. I don't take it personal.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time we'll end this now, but next time we can talk about your bagging days, Joe.
Bagging days. All right.
I used to bag the groceries. What quick before we end, what market was it?
Stop and Shop.
Oh, I was thought you were going to say like Star Market. Or
Market.
Almax.
I know. They used to work. I worked at different ones too when I was younger.
If we remember,
you don't want to hear about grocery stores names?
Let's end this thing.
Edwards.
Let's end this thing. We'll talk about grocery stores next time.
All right, because I can list some grocery stores.
All right, you ready? Let's get out of here. All right, thanks everybody.
What do you mean out of here?
Oh no, not you, but out of here. We're leaving.
Oh, not out of my.
Thanks everybody listening. Keep following. Please subscribe on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple, right?
Unfortunately, those people. We are. Yes.
We are on TikTok. We have a Albanese and Joe podcast channel on TikTok. You can watch our clips. All right, ciao.
Hey, show's over. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Get out of here.